Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Crash Course here with Mike Rivera, head coach of the NA Rhinos. How are you, bud?
I'm doing
You
good.
should be good after the weekend you had.
Yeah, doing good.
Look at you. Well, you are doing good.
Yeah.
Hey, high roller right here.
With my Costco brand sparkling water. Yeah.
You are a high roller.
Yeah, just living large.
Do you drink the normal stuff, or is that not good enough?
No, I drink about 20 ounces of regular water on the way in, and then the rest of the day I drink carbonated water.
So let's just go back to the 20. How do you know it's 20 ounce, a 20-ounce bottle that you drink,
Yeah,
or
it's
you
the same.
measured out in your cup? And
No, I have a 20-ounce water bottle that I bring.
because the
every
way
day.
it sounded, like you measure out 20 ounces.
No, it's just the same bottle every single day with ice in it. Or I have like a couple that are about the same size, but it's mostly the same one.
Fair enough. Anyway,
Mixing some Gatorade too.
look at you.
Yeah.
I noticed you got stocked up with some hydrate stuff or whatever it's called, the little packets of.
Emergency, the immune support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Like for immunity or for hydration or for
Whatever, either way.
Whatever
Whatever it says on the package, does it work?
Yeah, because it has a lot of vitamin C. It has a lot of magnesium, potassium, which is, I mean, that's what electrolytes, are. It has like the salt you need to hydrate you. Yeah, it's good. I've been drinking those in the morning too.
Well, you look good, so it must be working. Cause that's.
I don't know. I was sick, so
You might want to start doing that. Cause you look like ass.
we got him sick.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we were gone, so don't blame us.
Yeah. So it's your fault. You guys got a little close.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, the players got me sick, so
It's inevitable, man. You're around 30 dudes. Well, 60 dudes. You're bound to get sick.
oh yeah, and then you're on the bus. It's a germ tube, man.
Germ tube. Speaking about the germ tube, you're hopping on tomorrow at 6:15 a.m. Somewhere in there, 6:30.
6:30. Yeah.
Another trip to Corpus. Not another trip to Corpus, I should say, but you're going to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Should be a good one.
Oh yeah.
This past weekend, you were in Corpus.
Mm-hmm.
Big wins on Friday. Another big win on Saturday.
Yeah.
2 goal spreads, 2 empty netters.
Yeah.
How'd the guys play?
I thought we played pretty good. I wouldn't go as far as saying great. We made a lot of mistakes. Shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. But when you're on the road, you take the wins any way you can get them. That's for sure.
Right.
And we still we played good stretches of hockey, like really good stretches of hockey, where I was happy with the way we were playing. Corpus is pretty good. Like I think right now they're sitting last in the division, but I don't think that's where they'll be.
No.
Would be my expectation. They're big, they're strong, tough building to play in. Like it's loud. They get pretty good fan base there. They're really skilled offensively, and they have guys that can finish. But I mean, we played a solid game, solid 200-foot game. Couple new guys in the lineup that were difference makers. But when you break it down, the game was won both nights by our quote unquote fourth line, right? Like I don't want to say it like that, but they're the guys that play the least minutes night in night out. And on Friday night, Brendan Murray gets his first one, and then gets his second later on as the game-winning goal. And then the following night, Turner got the first one for the fourth line, and then Seti got his first one as the game-winning goal. And so when you're getting that scoring by committee, you can be a pretty dangerous team.
Yeah. And that's how teams win, right? Like they need, especially in the playoffs. We're not even close to playoffs, but that's how teams win in the playoffs, right? They got everybody contributing, everyone towing the rope, so to speak, and contributing in many ways, right? Not everyone's going to score 4 goals a series.
No.
You know what I mean? But it's nice to have that secondary scoring for sure.
Yeah, big time. I mean, guys got to step up when other guys aren't scoring, and with the way we roll, we roll 4 lines for the most part, every single night. And so, if you're going to do that, then those guys got to contribute.
Yeah, and that's a positive here with our organization. You try to roll as much as you can, and it's worked in the past, and you got to have the right guys, obviously, to do that. Just common sense, but just everybody contributing is huge. I know Corpus, we've had a couple of their players that were on our roster, first couple of years. McKay, we had him. He's their captain now. No, that's Shreveport. Why did I keep thinking?
You do that all the time.
I do that all the time.
I know. CTE.
Possibly. But, we've had, guys move on, and we'll talk about, we've talked about it. You know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to bring up the name.
Yeah.
But, as an organization, we made some bad moves in the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But it's hindsight, right? Like, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't do it, it doesn't happen. You do it, and it does happen.
Those guys are all aged out now. None of those
They
guys
are.
are on Corpus.
But
Corpus,
I'll never forget it.
yeah, I mean, if you move a guy, or let a guy go, even worse. But if you move a guy, and he goes on to tear up the league, and put, I think maybe the leading scorer of the division, you kind of you can't help but kick yourself.
Yeah, man, I get it.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that part up.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean? But no, it is. It's, and this year the core guys that we have. We talked about a guy that was not in the lineup last week, and we got him was just like a, when an organization folds or goes dormant, guys come available, and we got 2 of them. And you mentioned one. Yeah. And the other one's Smith.
Yep.
Both from Colorado, both great pickups, by the way. Hope mom and dad you're listening, because both great kids. Super excited to have them part of the organization, but we lost them freak accident, so to speak, in practice midweek of last week.
Mm-hmm.
Scary, really scary.
Yeah.
We won't get into the details, but everyone was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
Yeah, it was wild. Never seen anything like that.
100%. I've never seen it. I've seen pressure cuts. I've had one, but not like that.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, losing him was I think it was tough on our room in a lot of ways, right? He wears a letter for us. He plays in every situation, PK, power play, obviously a regular shift. And then, last couple of minutes when you're up 1 or down 1, he's on the ice, right? And so, and he's kind of a motor of the room, and he drives his line, just with the tempo that he plays with. And so losing him was tough, but it's next man up, right? And I think our depth showed this past weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Guys stepping up, like we talked about that quote-unquote 4th line.
Mm-hmm.
They doing what they did, and that's huge. That's a huge confidence builder for themselves, not only for them, but you get that support in the guys above, if you will.
Yep.
Play with a lot more confidence too. And the net minding, we get asked all the time, like, who's number 1, who's number 2? Like, I don't think we have that. I think it's a 1A and 1A, so to speak. Or however you want to label it. But
both our goaltenders, knock on wood, are playing really well right now. Medelsky was lights out on Friday night. Like, everything that he was beat on was an odd man, east to west, right across Royal Road, which is going to increase the percentage chance of it going in. I think they say it's like 20-something%. And so he gets beat there. Saturday night, Hanlon comes in, and he'll be the first to say, like, he had a rough start Friday against Lone Star the week before, or 2 weeks before, I guess. And so he needed a bounce back performance, and that's exactly what we got.
Right.
To be honest, he got kind of peppered at times on Saturday, where we weren't taking care of the puck or giving up odd man rushes. I mean, the couple he let up, it was the same thing. It was a quick breakaway with a bouncing puck, tough to read, 3-on-1, and then a save on the power play after a flurry of saves, and then they bury a rebound. So, you don't put any of those on him. No. And so he was lights out. He played well.
Anytime a goalie makes the first, second, and third save, it's not on them.
No, our rule is we're asking them to make the first. If they make the second,
great,
thank you. But we're definitely not asking them to do that, and we sure as hell aren't asking them to make the third.
Right. You got problems if you're, time and time again, where a guy's getting a second and third whack at it. It shouldn't happen. But no, but both played great this weekend. They were a huge part of it. It was great to see. We watched, mom and dad and listeners, aunts and uncle, whoever watches, especially on NATV, it's tough to watch sometimes. And on Saturday night, we lost the feed. It wasn't us, it was the league. They remedied it, I think it worked towards the end of the third period or somewhere in there. But
that was tough.
It's tough, man. And you're sitting there watching your phone for updates, right? Like,
yeah.
And whatever it is, what it is. Things happen.
Well, I always come back in between periods, and, like, if something was bothering me, I go back and, like, quickly watch. Like, is there adjustment we have to make? Do I need to bring something to their attention? And to go back in when I felt like something wasn't working and not be able to look at it, like, at our level of hockey, at this 2025 with the technology that's out there,
right,
it was crazy to not be able to look at it. You should be able to look at it on the bench, let alone come back to the locker room and pull up your laptop, and to not look at it. I don't know. It's even worse when it's our own brand on the streaming service. I'm just going to say, like, that's not good, man.
It
happens.
It does happen. And, like, I called the league and just asked, and like, what are you going to do? Come unglued on the league because something happened? I promise you they didn't just hit the off switch and made it like, oh, let's just screw everybody over and piss everybody off. No, it's not what happened. But, I called and they said, and I'm sure I wasn't the only one, and just their server went down, man. Shit happens.
They don't have a backup server and then another. I
don't know, Mike. You know what I mean? But let's not.
Am I wrong?
Let's not be that guy, bud.
All right. I'm not.
Let's not be that guy.
Not gonna be that guy.
I know you're fancy drinking your 20-ounce water.
I'm just
and
saying.
a special little sip cuppy on the way into work. You said it, not me.
It's a water bottle.
Sippy. It's cool that you and your daughter share cups.
It's funny that you come to the office all the time and you're like, "Hey, you got any water? Hey, you got any water?"
But you never do because it's always.
And then what do you drink?
The sparkling.
And then
water.
what do you drink?
Not that.
Hey, you got any snacks? You got any water? Yeah, I do.
Snacks.
Come on in.
Speaking about snacks, my snacking career is going to be over today about 6 p.m.
You can eat the snacks in my office. They're healthy.
Not all of them are healthy.
Maybe the chewy bars are the only ones that aren't. That's it. That's it.
But you know what? Like, Halloween is awesome, but it sucks. You know what I mean? Because anyway, I'm going to get in shit probably around 6:30 today.
Mm-hmm.
Is when my doctor's appointment is. So, yeah, man.
The return of healthy Heo.
The return of healthy Heo. Yeah, man. I like that.
It's cyclical.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to turn over to sparkling water. I just can't do it. I'll drink it when there's nothing else.
You don't have to, man.
I'm just saying. Cause you drink that sparkling stuff? See, he's a man. Look at him.
I'm just saying, if you want some carbonation, it's not going to come from soda anymore.
Right.
I like soda. Like it's one of my
soda.
It's one of my guilty things, and so that's honestly why I like carbonation.
I was in a meeting at the beginning of the year. You know where I'm going with this one too.
I don't. Well, maybe I will eventually.
I will once and I won't sell you out too much. But we had a meeting and sparkling water came up that we had to get sparkling water.
You told this on the podcast.
I did?
Yeah, you sewered me once
already. Well, I'm going to sewer you again. Yeah. Where we had to order special water for the coaches. I'm like, what? Yeah, I did sewer you on the podcast. But anyway, sparkling water.
It wasn't a true story.
It was a true story.
I never asked for sparkling water. I never said you have to get it.
No, maybe I'll give you that. You probably didn't ask, like, oh, you have to. But I'm sure there was like, freaking better get it.
It was playoffs, and the question was, is there anything the coaches really like that they want? And the answer was, yeah, we like sparkling water. So we got sparkling water.
Opinions are like assholes, man. Everyone's got one.
Yeah, you're right. And they all smell
differently.
And they all stink. Yeah.
Let's talk NA3, man.
Okay.
Their home opener this past weekend against Austin.
Mm-hmm.
They went 2-3. They played good the entire weekend, and then Sunday was, I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? Austin had 4 or 5 guys suspended. I think that's what happened. Is just they just get complacent, like, oh shit, we got this. But playing 3-3 and it sucks. It does. It's hard. It's hard to get into it on a Sunday for any team.
Learning how to put teams away and finish them off is something that takes time, right?
Got to learn how to lose.
Yeah, like you play so well, you dominate for 2 games, and then you come back in the third, you start dominating again, you get ahead. It's easy to kind of take your foot off the gas a little bit, and then let somebody back in, right? Learning that killer instinct, how to step on somebody's throat when they're down, figuratively.
And you talk, I talk. Learning how to win. Watching the other team, like when they came back and won, if our guys acted like that, I'd be having a conversation.
As you should.
Throughout the entire weekend. How they acted in our building.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get into it too much with things because I'm not on the road with our guys, but I would certainly hope we don't act that way. They were told multiple times to do this, that, or not do this, that, and they were doing it. Just completely ignoring staff. And then talk to the coaching staff. Yeah, we'll take care of it. And then it happens again. It's frustrating, man. But I won't get into it.
Accountability is a hell of a thing.
Too much.
There's a way to win and there's a way to lose. And it's you win like a man and you lose like a man. You know, you do it with grace, and if you lose, you keep your chin up and you shake the other guy's hand, and you know it is what it is. You write it down. I'm going to get you next time, but you have to take it. You have to wear it on the chin, man. You have to.
Yeah, you gotta act like a pro, man. That's our motto. You know, and I'm not saying they were completely bad with the way they acted, but if that was our guys and I was there, we'd be having a conversation. That's for damn sure.
I got a problem with coaches chirping players. Like, I just don't think that as a coach, that's our place.
And that was happening.
That's what I mean. Like, I just don't feel that as a coach you should. They're kids. They're kids. I don't care how old you are. They're kids. You got to be over 18 to coach. So you're an adult and they're kids, and you're chirping them. Like, you can't. There's no place for that.
Yeah, and whatever. 2 out of 3 was good. Guys played well. You know what I mean? Again, the complacency on Sunday, I think, is what bit us in the ass a little bit.
A little bit. Couple just mistakes. Like, you got to learn how to
penalties, man.
And you got to learn how to manage a game, right? Like, knowing, like, when you're up and, like, just simple things of just, like, get it north, win the lines, put it behind them. Like, learning how to play through with a lead, it takes time to learn how to do that. Where the lead isn't big enough that the other team just goes away, but you have a small enough lead that they can climb back, how to manage that. We went through that process. Yeah. We gave up those leads. It takes time. I don't even think we're out of the woods yet. So, like,
100%.
It's hard. I mean, we let Corpus come back on us. I think both nights they tied it up. Or no. I know Friday night they tied it up in the third, and we had to get the go-ahead.
And then you got the open-ender.
And then, Saturday we went into the third period tie.
Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, learn to win, learn to lose. Act like a pro. Kind of goes through the same thing, especially when you're whatever your, what do you call it? Your identity. You know, we're here to educate and teach these kids the rights and wrongs, and when you don't do it, it's kind of one of those things where you just kind of,
Yeah, you got to play with your identity for 60 minutes. You can't let it go away. Real quick, on Sunday, can we talk about one thing?
Yeah, man.
We had, we got back Sunday morning, and we had all the guys from the NA team come out and to the NA3 game. And, like, I told them, like, hey, we're all going to the game. Stay for a while. You know, I understand we just got off a bus. Some guys are tired, whatever. And the entire team stayed the entire game and brought a lot of energy. Like, we had guys over there hooting and hollering, yelling.
Handling was hilarious.
Handling was awesome. And you love to see it. Like, it says a lot of good things about the culture, I think, and the direction we're going. And I had a new level of respect for our players in the way that they went about that. And I let them know that.
You know, there's been a couple things that have gone on, and I'm not going to get into names and whatnot, that have, in a positive factor, in the last, week, let's say, with certain players.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just the way they approach the game and approach their situation is huge. You know what I mean? The way they're willing to do certain things. And, again, I'm not going to get into detail, but the culture that we talk about, we haven't had that since the NA has been a part of our organization, right? You know, the NA3 kind of converted from the Western Pro or Western States Hockey League, right? And then became the NA3, and then we brought in the Tier 2 team. But the culture, the way the guys interact with one another, the way they help each other, you know, they're coaching youth together, is awesome. And it's showing.
It is. It'll translate to the ice, and something like that is sustainable. It's something you can build off of. It's fun to be a part of. It's fun when everybody who's wearing the logo is, you know, feels as equals, is treated as equals, right? And
that's the way it should be.
It's the way it's always should have been. And so it's nice. It's nice to see that come into fruition. And you know, I think there's a lot more interaction. There's a lot of guys back and forth in the locker rooms. It's good. I think it's great for us.
And you know, it's 1:00 Mountain Standard Time. There's, I don't know how many guys out there, 10, 15 guys ripping around from both teams. So we have ice from really every day from 12:30, 1:00 till 3:30.
Yeah.
And we got guys out here ripping around. You guys can probably see it in the back all the time. You know, they're farting around, working on skills, shooting, whatever they're doing, but they're interacting. It's great.
Yeah.
And they're utilizing what we offer.
Yes.
Which is a lot more than certain organizations. Not kudos to us, you know, not looking for a pat on the back, but it's the reality. Right? Like we manage our own facility, right? Ice time is ours, so we can distribute however we like. And any rink you go to, besides maybe whatever huge metropolitan area, from probably 1:00 till 4:00, it's dead ice.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just be honest.
The majority of rinks, yeah.
Right? It's just what it is. Kids are in school, people are working, whatever. They got the the noon leagues for guys that are really dedicated to it. But we offer that. We have rabbit shot, we have cold tub, we have 2 locker facilities, state of the art training facilities with an unbelievable trainer.
Mm-hmm.
And organizations have that, but I don't know what degree.
Yeah, no, it's good. And it's even more important when guys are utilizing it, because you can have it all day, but if you don't have the right culture and the right athletes in there and they're not utilizing it, what difference does it make, right?
And you lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink it,
Mm-hmm.
as the story goes. But, it's been good so far this year in many positive ways. Like to see more wins on the NA3 side of things, but I think that's coming. This weekend, Tulsa's in town. Sherm couldn't be on. He's at the gym with the guys. Or cutting video, one of the two. But Tulsa's in town. They're struggling a little bit as of late. So, but it'll be a good test this weekend.
Yeah, got to win the games you should win, right? And not to say not to.
We've only won twice, so it's not like we're out of the woods either, right? On the NA3 side of things,
nobody is. Nobody is.
Yeah.
There's a long way to go. There's a lot of hockey left to be played. It's about 1% better every day. That's all that matters.
Get better every day.
Yeah,
that's all you can do is just be better than you were the day before. Then you're off the way to OKC, back to your old stomping ground, so to speak.
Yeah,
you gonna have some buddies come and watch.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Don't suck, dude.
I know. I don't. That's a state I don't want to lose in. Yeah. All my old buddies will be there. It's pretty cool because we got a little cheering section there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They like to have fun. My friends like to have fun, and so they bring energy. But Oklahoma City, they're playing good hockey right now, man. They scored 14 goals last weekend. I don't care who you are. To score 14 goals in a weekend in this division is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
And what a bounce back, because they had a rough one in Lone Star the weekend before. Haven't watched the games in entirety, but my understanding was the score was not indicative of the way that they played against Lone Star. It just kind of got away from them.
Usually never is, right?
No. And you got to watch the game to really know what happened. Yeah. And they're third in the division, I think, right now. They've won a lot of hockey games. The guy who took over as head coach there, good guy. I know he's working hard and has them playing hard. It's going to be a tough weekend.
Yeah.
This is going to be – it is a very different Oklahoma City team than we played last year. I'll put it that way.
And it's also a different Rhino team that we had last year too. So kudos to you and the rest of the gang. But it's certainly going to be a test. There's no doubt about it. It's a 12-hour trip. You guys are leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Get in, get some food, get some rest, skate Friday morning, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock?
9:30, I think, is what it is.
Are you guys before or after?
Before or after them? We're after them. They skate earlier.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I like the early mornings.
Me too. Gives you more time to nap.
Yeah, man. Back in the day when I was playing, our pregame skates were awesome, man. Just get to the rink, go through the motions, no shoulder pads on. Some guys wear helmets.
No shoulder pads?
No, man. No, just go through the motions. I don't know if I wore elbow pads. You know what I mean? Just go through the motions and just kind of get a little sweat going in.
We used to have first at the very beginning with
certainly no shoulder pads.
with Herm, we used to have windsuit skates as pre-games, and then we screwed that up, and that ended real quick.
Windsuit skates?
Yeah, we would just wear skates, gloves, helmets, and
just go out there and rip around.
Just go out there, rip around. I mean, you just kind of 4 blues and stuff. It was very short-lived, very short-lived.
I would imagine.
Yeah, then it turned into full-blown practices.
Well, you watched Lone Star when they came in. Their last year when they came. This year when they came in, it was last year because Wildfang was suspended. They go hard, man.
Yeah,
their pregame skates.
Oh yeah, they do. Can I tell a story?
Yeah, man.
When I was playing for Herm, we were playing Wichita, and they weren't very good that year. And we had a game day skate, and we were acting like they weren't very good, and we were pretty good that year. And we were going through the motions, not really doing our thing, and booting pucks around. And he got a little bit upset with us. And so he's like, all right, you guys think it's going to be easy? Well, now it's not. And he said, get your stuff off, and I'll meet you at the training center. This is back when we had the gym. And we were like, mess this one up, boys. So we went to the training center and we ran and we ran and we ran. And he said, like, I don't care. Like, if your legs are tired, you better find a way to win tonight. And, like, he gave us, like, he used to always write goals on the board of, like, what we had to hit for the day. And if we didn't hit it, it was Thanksgiving week. And so if we didn't hit it, we were practicing on Thanksgiving morning. And I think we were, like, one short of all the goals. And we ended up having to practice on Thanksgiving. But, like, and we won, I think. It was, like,
Stupid
it was
number.
like 8-0 or something like that. But it was like 8-2, but we gave up goals against is what it ended up being. And I remember, like, we were playing like it was game 7, trying to, like, hit the goals, that he set for us. And yeah, but it was a lesson, right? Like, you never take anybody lightly. And he, it was good, right? And so every single pregame skate after that, we were dialed in.
It just takes one time, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
You screw up once and you live and learn and hopefully correct it.
Yeah.
But pregame skates are fun. Can I tell a story?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, you asked me, so I figured I got to ask you.
Huh.
We were in, I might have said this before. When I was playing with the Buzzards, we were in, it's a funny fucking story. I'll tell it all because it goes on. So we're in Lake Charles, semifinals, right? We're in pregame skate. You guys used to play Juice Boy, right?
Yeah.
Like a version of it.
Yeah.
So whatever, we're playing Juice Boy, and one of the guys that was playing, the loser had to buy sodas for the guys that are playing. So our tough guy, Rusty McKee, he'd always play, he'd always lose, but he'd never pay. And it's not like you're going to collect from him, right? You wouldn't collect from anybody, but especially that guy. So we're playing Juice Boy, and our backup goalie's in Jason Carey's like, Rusty, why are you playing? You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Did I tell this one already?
I know the story, but I don't know if you told it on here
I'll
before.
tell it on there. So whatever, he hits him in the head. And the other team's watching. This is in playoffs, keep in mind. Drops his shit, and they're fighting right at the hash marks. And this is like full-blown fight, I should say. So we let it go. It's hilarious. The other team's watching. Carries over into the locker room. Rusty McKee quickly gets undressed, grabs Carey's tracksuit, puts it in the urinal, pisses all over it. So he doesn't have that tracksuit. Oh, yeah. Causes faces like, what? This is the old semi-pro days, man. Everyone watch Slapshot. This is exactly what it is. So whatever. Come to the game. And I think if we won, we're going into the finals. So it's in between periods. It's in between periods, and Rusty goes, man. Because if you won, you got a bonus, right? From the league, give you a bonus. The team give you a bonus. Said, man, if we win, man, with the bonus money, I'm going to buy a house. My roommate says, what does it have, wheels? And Rusty ran out of his seat, freaking across the locker room, and they start fighting. This is in between periods, man. And I'm just like, this is awesome. This is right out of a freaking Slapshot, man. So whatever, we win. We're going to the finals. But anyway, we're walking back to the hotel, right? And I'm walking with Brosty, our coach, myself, and Rusty was kind of close, and whatever. We're walking, and because the hotel's really close. And the coach is like, hey, Rusty, don't worry about it, man. I'm sure you can find a nice house with that money. It was just comical, man. Hilarious. That's my story. But
so what did he do about him peeing on his clothes?
Nothing. Like Rusty was, he was probably, I don't know, 6'2", maybe, and probably 185, maybe, and I shit you not, maybe 5-6% body fat. The guy was jacked, and he was freaking.
So not a guy you're going after.
No. Put in perspective, him and I think it was his wife, on New Year's, she sat in the back of his truck, fired off a shotgun at New Year's in the apartment complex. In the back of his truck. Kind of give you any indication what went on then in that household, you know what I mean? But great guy. He was my line mate. He was my line mate.
Great
and it was,
guy.
He was an awesome.
Those are the best guys.
He was an awesome dude.
Those are the best guys.
We would sit on the bench. Me and Rusty we bet $1 who would fight first, right? And our captain, he was on our line too, and he's like, "You guys just knock it off. Let's play the game, and whatever. Let's finish the game or some shit." But he'd be the first asshole fighting. You know what I mean? But it was awesome, man. Those days were awesome.
Different time, man.
Different times, man. Different times, but just a funny couple stories. But best of luck this weekend, Mike. I know you got to get going, and we got to keep her short here. You got an appointment you got to go to, and sorry that I had to duck out for a quick minute.
It's all good.
Pushing things back. Cause is dragging ass too, so.
Come on, Cause.
You know what? He's being a trooper. He
Should
be. This is his first day of work all week. Well, you came in yesterday for a bit, right? Were you here all day yesterday? Half a day. He's a trooper, though. I'll give him that.
He never complains, man.
Never complains, man.
I love it.
Yeah,
You can give him crap.
no, he's a good dude, man. I can't give him shit.
I know you can't.
You know what I mean?
He's a tough guy to give shit to.
Yeah. I'm coming up with something for him, though. He knows what it is. I'm not going to say it yet, but I'm coming up for something with him. But anyway, Mikey, best of luck this weekend. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. It'll drop tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. on all streaming platforms. And I know Kaz is working behind the scenes to possibly come up with some sort of spooktacular Halloween thing. I don't know if it's going to translate into what we want to do, but it's pretty cool. What's so funny, man?
Nothing.
Did I not say that right?
No, spooktacular. That's awesome.
Yeah, like I'm a magician, man. I make shit happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? I make shit happen. Well, Kaz does. But anyway, we're working on something spooktacular
Yeah.
for the Halloween season.